Coming up on Cedar Valley today, the Knights gear up to play Go on the road this week. The Waterloo Center for the Arts starts new classes. And Waverly's oldest resident says goodbye. This is Cedar Valley Today. After a slow start to the season, the Wartburg football team is in position to take their third straight victory tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Sam Side. With the loss of Logan Schrader at quarterback, there was a lot of worry for Wartburg's football team this year. But sophomore quarterback Matt Seisha has soared above all expectations. Tyler French has more.
This week's Wartburg Night Vision Player Spotlight is on starting quarterback sophomore Matt Seisha from Eldridge, Iowa. Seisha takes over the starting quarterback job from graduated senior and All-American Logan Schrader. And for some teams, that could be a huge drop-off in play. But head coach Rick Willis has some great things to say about his young QB.
He's a smart, versatile athlete. He's got a good arm, and he's got a very accurate arm as well. So we're excited about Matt, obviously. He's going to be gaining experience as he goes, and he does a lot of good things, and I think people will be excited about him as they watch him play.
Through his first two career starts, Seisha has made some very impressive plays, including hooking up with wide receiver Griffin Brennick for a school record 93-yard touchdown pass in his first game against Monmouth. He also speaks very highly of his teammates and the rest of the Knights' offense.
You know, we know we've got the talent and we know we can do it. We just needed to execute, and you know, one of the biggest things is we haven't had a whole lot of experience, and I think it took us a little bit to get the speed of the game and the feel of really having to execute precisely the way that it needs to be done when you're in the game. And you know, our game against Nebraska Wesleyan, I think we did that a lot better, and we were able to come out with some explosiveness.
Off the field, Seisha is also a bio major, and for many students that can be tough to juggle athletics with such a difficult major. But Seisha is a student before an athlete, and he says that he is able to balance the two through hard work and dedication. Matt Seisha, the quarterback of the present and the quarterback of the future for the Wartburg Knights. Reporting for Wartburg Night Vision, I'm Tyler French.
The Knights will take on College tomorrow in Cedar Rapids. The game starts at 1 o'clock. Bur oak tree in front of Waverly City Hall will be cut down sometime this fall. The tree is over 200 years old, and it was planted when Waverly was first developed in 1850. Bur oak has a rotten root that is fungal and slowly killing the tree every day. Chuck Infelt, mayor of Waverly, says that there are splits in the tree that were fixed but were rotted after. Infelt says that the other reason it is getting cut down is because it leans to the east side of Waverly. This turns into some insurance issues.
And we want to take a relative of this tree and plant. Hopefully, because this is a strong stocked oak tree, it will produce another tree that maybe will last another 200 years.
In honor of the bur oak tree, Infelt says that the bark will be used to make benches in Waverly. One piece of bark will be used as an archive in the Waverly Public Library. With the Cedar River waters continuing to recede, cleanup progresses. Damage assessments are being done. Impacted neighborhoods in Plainfield, Waverly, and Janesville have been canvassed, and other areas have also been assessed. Those in need of assistance or assessment in cleanup, call the Waverly Shell Rock United Way at 319-352-2582. Financial assistance for those affected by the flood is available through the Iowa Individual Assistance Program or the Salvation Army. Volunteers are needed for cleanup efforts in Cedar Falls. If you'd like to volunteer, arrive at the Cedar Falls High School at 8 a.m. Tomorrow, that is. There will be various shifts created throughout the weekend for more of the same volunteer opportunities. Various work will be done, including carrying out drywall and insulation, deck removal, and moving sandbags and debris. Volunteers should dress appropriately, including toe-covered shoes, gloves, eye protection, and masks to ensure safety. For more updates, follow Cedar Valley 2016 flood recovery. Next, Breast Cancer Awareness Month begins with a recognized speaker. Back after this. Saturday begins Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer survivor Teresa Shaw will speak at the Cedar Falls Public Library on Saturday. The event begins at 11 a.m. In 2014, Shaw met Garth Brooks at one of his concerts in Minneapolis. Shaw gained national attention from Taste of Country, Today News, ET, New York Daily News, and CBS News. Waterloo Library's makerspace, The Hive, is one of 12 locations selected for this year's Tour de Lou event in downtown Waterloo. Tour de Lou is a behind-the-scenes tour of downtown's newest rehabilitation projects. The projects include residential, nightlife, and commercial spaces. The event is on Thursday, October 6th from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Comfortable walking shoes are advised. Advance tickets are now on sale at the Main Street office, 212 East 4th Street, for $8 until 6 p.m. the day of the event. Also available are corporate packs for 10 tickets for $60. The Waterloo Center for the Arts is holding 2 new classes for retirees. Nancy Neeson will lead an embroidery class. The class focuses on creating fabric landscapes with hand-sewn embroidery and beading embellishment. Richard Hill will be leading a beginning clay class. Stop in or call 319-291-4490 to register. After the break, we look at what is trending in the Cedar Valley. Iowa was ranked as one of the top 20 states for annual emissions in harmful toxic chemicals and greenhouse gases into the air. A large portion of air pollution comes from power plants. From a top 100 list of polluters, 3 are found in Iowa. This accounts for 1/3 of toxic emissions. Evening kid classes at the Waterloo Center for the Arts begin in October. Drawing, painting, or pottery classes are available. Classes are taught by UNI elementary education students, and they run 4 weeks with different activities each week. Justin Adams is performing at the University of Northern Iowa Dome on Saturday, October 1st. Adams is a UNI alum and played football there. He is now a country artist in Nashville, Tennessee. Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 the night of. Doors open at 8 p.m. Now let's take a quick look at your local weather.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you are beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
have the Army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
With the election in just a few short weeks, campaigning for both presidential candidates is happening in more ways than one. Joining me this morning, Kirsten Keller from the Wartburg Democrat. Thanks for coming in. So, Wartburg's getting special guests today. Tell us more about that event.
Today we are hosting Sean Ashton today at 2:15 in the Lyceum. We encourage everybody to come out here. He's campaigning for Hillary Clinton on campus. Great to have him. You'll probably recognize Sean Ashton playing Samwise Gamgee in Lord of the Rings and Rudy in the movie Rudy.
What are some of the things that the Dens are planning after this event today to prepare for election day?
Well, the Dems is a relatively new event. We are a new group. We just were recognized as a student organization at the end of last year. We're hitting the ground running on the beginning of this election year. This is our third event. We're looking at having more events, voter registration events. We're looking at cabling to get some voters registered, and we're also looking at this new event kind of just come up with for around midterms. We have voter registration, and it's going to be Dems and dogs, and we're going to have a bunch of dogs come in as like anxiety relief just during that stressful time of get people registered, but also kind of play with some, because I kind of miss it.
So you mentioned voter registration events. That's a big thing. There are some viewers that probably still aren't quite sure how to get that done. Can you explain a little bit?
There's a lot of different ways you can do it. Obviously, always contact somebody from Dems or College Republic, and they can set you on the right path. But the easiest way to do it is to go online to the Iowa Secretary of State. You can register either here in Iowa, if you're a student, your hometown is, no matter where you're from, you can register here. Or you can request an absentee ballot from your home state. Go on to your state Secretary of State website, request one of those, fill out the form, mail it in. They'll have the address for your specific state, and they'll send you one of those. You can request those until the week before. If you want to register here, all you need is your driver's license, the last 4 digits of your social security number, and if you haven't lived in Iowa your whole life, you'll just prove.
So Wartburg Dems was kind of under the radar last year, but it's really made a big boost in the past semester or so. What plans do you guys have to sort of just make that a little bit bigger than it is now?
Bigger than it is now. I mean, actually, the event today, the speaker we have today is only our third actual being recognized student organization. Because last year, a few years prior than that, the group had fallen out of standing as a student organization for the college. Last year, the executive and I, we spent a lot of time getting the forms in, getting recognized as a group that could host big events. This is our biggest event we've had. We had an event last week. We had an event in May. We're very excited that our third event is such a large event, and so many people seem to be interested. The plan is just get the ball rolling, keep getting people registered to vote, because what matters is that people vote. It's such a big election with so much at stake, and it's not just the presidential election that matters, the local, the state things. That's where things really get. The president has power, but it's Congress, it's the House and the Senate that really pass the bills and make things happen. Without voting for people that make sure things are getting done and make sure that things are getting done the way people want them done, it doesn't matter.
Well, thanks for coming in
Yeah.
once again. Reminder, Sean Astin campaigning for Hillary Clinton today at 2:15 in the Lyceum. We'll be right back.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Stories. Matt Seisha and the Wartburg Knights are going to College this weekend. Be sure to go out and support them. Cedar Rapids. Waterloo Center for the Arts is starting some new classes, and Waverly's cutting down their oldest tree pretty soon. Thanks for watching this morning. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook for more Cedar Valley content. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.